welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Munia and today I'm here to do the review of the new Huda Beauty Fox Filter Foundation and the primer, and I'm really excited because I was waiting for this product for the longest time, and once I received it on my hand, I knew I'm gonna do the review for this. So if you guys want to see my thoughts, how they apply on my skin and how long they last on me throughout the day, so stay tuned and continue watching. So Huda Beauty, she released the foundation, primer and the brush. I have the primer and the foundation with me. I couldn't get my hands on the brush. Maybe if you guys want to see the review on the brush, I'll do that separately. If you want me to, just let me know. This is the packaging of the primer, and the primer is retail for $35. Primer looks inside is really classic, the same type of logo she always used, Huda Beauty, and it comes with a squeezy tube and it has a pump, which is always great. I love when products comes out with the pump, so I'm not wasting a lot of products. I know exactly how much I want it, and yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. This primer is supposed to be for all type of skin, oily, normal and dry, and that's what she claimed it on her so this is what they claim on the Sephora website. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the primer out. I'm gonna take one pump. Let me zoom you guys in so we can be up close so you guys know how it goes. My face is normal to dry, but mostly in the drier side. Lately my skin feels extremely dry because the weather is changing. So yeah, I would just say my face is normal to dry, but mostly in the drier side. Oh wow. That smells really good. It smells like floral perfume-ish. You guys think I have good skin? Look at this. This primer smells so good. I love the way it smells. Also, I don't know, it feels like I'm not applying a primer. It's more like I'm applying a lotion on my skin because it's kind of thick. I wouldn't say it's so thick, it's like more tacky. I don't mind when primer feels this kind of tacky because I feel like in that way my makeup will last longer, but definitely it feels like a heavy moisturizer. It smells really good, guys. So far I'm really liking the primer because it's settled on my skin. It glides all over my skin. It doesn't feel like your regular silicone finish primer. It feels like more like a hydrating primer. It layered pretty nicely, but it feels a little bit thick, if that makes sense. Go ahead and talk about the foundation real quick. So this is how the foundation looks like inside. It's classic Huda Beauty sign. It's a square bottle. It has a black top and it comes with a pump, which is always great. I love when brands give us a pump with the foundation. I feel like they look so good and so easy to use. The shade I got is 35G. G stands for gold. I'm more gold undertone, and the name is Dolce de Leche, and I hope this will match because I ordered this one. Also I ordered toffee, but I realized toffee will be a little bit too dark on me. So I'm happy actually they actually sent one of them because toffee, it's sold out overall in Sephora website. Anyways, moving on. The shade references, I'm gonna leave them in the description box, so make sure you guys check that out. And if you guys are wondering, this is not a glass container, this is a plastic container. It does look like a glass and that will make it look like more luxury, but actually the packaging is not, I would say the packaging is not the greatest. This foundation retail for $40, which is a lot of money, and I was expecting this to be in a glass, but I don't really mind if this is in a plastic container because I feel like I'm more safe traveling with this foundation than my other foundations, which are more glass container and they can break easily. I'm gonna go ahead and try my beauty blender one side of my face and my brush other side of my face so you guys will see how they apply with both tools. I'm gonna take one pump and going to apply with my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, which is only $3 and one of the best blending brush ever. I'm going to apply this one side of my face. don't know if you guys can tell, but I can still see the acne scar right here. So I'm going to apply a little bit more. What do you guys think? Foundation? No foundation. The shade looks a hint bit lighter than my skin color. I still have some left on my hand. I didn't use the complete full pump. I don't know why, but let me check the next shade. So I got the Dolce de Leche. Wow, a lot of foundation actually sold out. So I got the deep medium skin with golden undertone Dolce de Leche. And after that, it's Macchiato. It's 400G. I should have tried 400G because that has more golden and neutral undertone. I guess that would work better because this one looks a little bit lighter than what my shade is. I am 310 with the Fenty Beauty, which is perfectly matched with my undertone. So yeah, the color is actually not my favorite. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. I'm gonna apply another pump and apply this side with my beauty blender. I'm gonna go ahead and use my beauty blender, and this is the L'Oreal beauty sponge. Guys, if you haven't tried this beauty sponge, you have to go and get yourself a new beauty sponge because this is so good. Ever since I started using that, I don't even go and use my regular beauty blender. On the side note, I know we're doing this review, but if you are looking for a new beauty blender, definitely try out the L'Oreal beauty blender. They are amazing, especially the pink one. So good. Okay, so let me do this. Foundation, one pump or two pump for all over my face, it's more than enough. It gave me full coverage. It doesn't look bad, but it looks, I look super light. I don't know. This side I apply with the brush and this side with the beauty blender. I actually like it with beauty blender more than the brush. Brush is not bad, but I think it worked faster with the beauty blender than the brush. I'm going to apply my concealer, my bronzer, blush, everything the way I always do it, and then we'll see how it looks after I have my full face makeup on. Final thought, I did my full face makeup and this is how it looks. I know in camera this looks probably matched, but if I'm looking at myself in the mirror, it doesn't look matched. I'm definitely one shade darker than this. I had to go heavy on my bronzer, and I think with the Huda Beauty foundation, it's the best if you mix them. So 350 and the next shade after this, I have to mix them together to get the perfect shade. I think that after that shade, it's going to be too dark on me. So the best way to get the full coverage and the even undertone is mixing both foundation. Without mixing it, I don't think I'm going to get the perfect shade. If I want to talk about this foundation real quick, do I need it? Maybe no. Do I love it? To be honest, not really. It's an okay foundation. This is not a bad foundation. this is an okay foundation. I wouldn't reach for this foundation as much as I would go for my Fenty Beauty foundation, because I know Fenty Beauty foundation that matches me so much better, and since I have really dry skin, it doesn't cling on my dry patches, or it doesn't make me feel too dry or too light. So I think this is one of the reasons I would not go for this foundation. But if you are someone that have more oilier skin, I think you're going to love this foundation. You're going to like this foundation if you have more normal to oily skin, because this is really good coverage foundation. For the primer, I would say if you are more oily skin, you probably wouldn't like it because this primer is pretty thick. For dry skin, definitely I like the primer. I might have to keep the primer and or exchange it with the other shade of the foundation to see how it works. I'm not the biggest fan of this foundation, so if you are somewhere normal to dry skin and mostly in the drier side, I don't think you're going to like this foundation. I hope she will come up with more shades so I can try a better shade. Instead of mixing foundations, I can just have one foundation and I'm good to go. Yeah, if I'm missing anything, just let me know. I will reply back to you guys, and I hope this video was helpful and it helped you guys out. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye guys.